All right, guys, we're here with a Cub Cadet SLT1550. This is my spare lawnmower. I've been letting people use it. I mow with a electric zero turn now. Most recently, some kids were having some fun, and they actually broke this drive shaft back here. And then the spindle was pretty hollowed out. We tried to weld it back together, that didn't work. So I just got done ripping this transfer case or whatever hydrostatic drive assembly apart and replacing that axle and putting that new spindle on. And while I was in all of this and had the drive belt out, I figured, might as well do the drive belt. I've never done it before. Probably a good idea to get the drive belt done. It's a 2007, so what is it, going on 18, 20 years old. And what I learned was that the PTO comes out fairly simply. You take the bolt off and it comes off the shaft. But getting the drive pulley off is a whole other story. And as you can see, I've pretty much destroyed this drive pulley. I could probably spend some time bending it back into shape, and it's probably going to be good enough. I haven't decided yet what I'm going to do. But as you can see on the shaft, let me see if I can get it to focus on that. It's pretty rusty where this pulley goes. I'm assuming just, over time, water sometimes gets down around the engine and finds its way down there. I'm going to clean it all up and get the pulley back on the way it should go, nice and easy. But it was a pain to get it out. And I read a video that said that you can loosen the engine bolts, which is going to be here, here. There's one down here. There we go. And then the other one's accessible through here. Sorry, I'll back out. Through this opening right here, you can get to the other one that's in there. And you can loosen the engine, and like one guy moved it left to right to get the belt off. Another guy lifted the engine up so that he could get the belt off, and then he didn't destroy his pulley. I think I had already caused the damage before I decided that I could have gone that route. So I had to get this off to fix it or get it off and replace it. So I obviously have opted to figure out how to get it off. I was originally working under the mower, and that just wasn't enough room. I have no idea from a fluids perspective if this is going to be good for this motor to have it sitting at this angle, but seemed a lot of guys online were flipping them in this direction, so I just went ahead and flipped it in this direction. So here's what I did. To get that bugger off. I had a nice big socket that fit over the shaft and the pulley, and I was able to beat it just to try to free up whatever was underneath it. Just giving it a tap and trying to break the crust. And that really didn't get it done. So I went after a pulley puller, and I was able to get a pulley puller on it. But with these protective tabs that keep the belt from ever coming off of this pulley, it was kind of hard to get around that pulley and get on it and be in the right spot. And it really wasn't getting it off. I'd tighten it up and these arms were just bending and it wasn't coming. So then I put it up in the air like this and decided if I just got the pulley on there enough and beat on it, maybe I could get it to free up and move. So I grabbed a sacrificial short extension on my good long extension that I don't want to destroy. And I sat here and I beat on it while the pulley puller had tension on it, and it started to move. And I just kept tightening the pulley puller and tapping right here on the edge, and it eventually came off. I kind of wish I would have done that from get. Might not have destroyed the pulley, or at least beat it up. I tried heat. I'm going to tell you not to do heat. Before I hit this with an air hose and got all this grime out of here, I was getting heat on here, and the next thing you know, some of this grass clippings decided it wanted to kind of catch on fire and smoke. and I had to grab a fire extinguisher and solve that problem real quick. And that was when it was down on the ground, not upright like this. So when you're in your house garage, that's maybe not such a good idea. So be careful about using heat. That's going to cause you some trouble. It will come off. I've heard of people having to cut them off. I don't know. I'm old school. I try to just take my time, and there's got to be a way. And with everything, just a little bit of vibration and beating, and usually gets things to start moving. So it worked out. But another little trick I want to tell you here is my pulley puller has a bolt in it. Sorry, I'm not good at holding the camera. It's pretty much about the same size as the pulley, or as the drive shaft here. And I thought I was just hanging out in the valley, and then it all of a sudden started kind of going into the threads. So I ended up having to tap this to clean it up. And the bolt in question, I don't know where it is right now, that holds your PTO engagement, electric activation on, it's like as long as my finger, and it's just too long to use your pulley puller. So I went down to the store. This is a 7/16/20 pitch, and drove this in here and drilled a pilot hole on it so that my pulley puller stayed centered, and then that way I was able to save my threads. So highly advised that you consider doing that if you get into this job. I don't know. There's only 300 and some hours on this mower, maybe 400 and a few. It's not a lot. It really does work well. The deck's in decent shape. I had a hard time letting it go and accepting that it was done. So I decided to get after it and see if I could revive this thing. So I actually have a new drive belt there. Here's the bad one. I'll set them both here so you can see them. Here's the bad one. Lots of pieces missing from it. And the new one. Pretty sure the bad belt was gonna break soon anyway. The new one looks great. It's Cub Cadet Kevlar. First one lasted 20 years, so I just didn't skimp out. And then I also bought a new deck belt because usually when I do stuff like this, I kind of want to get in and get out and not have to touch it again for another couple of years. So hopefully I'm going to be able to do that this time. But just wanted to bring you this fine Saturday afternoon maintenance task. And, if it helps somebody else, great. That's what it's here for. They're pretty simple, but like anything in the garage, be patient. There's a way. Don't grip it and rip it. I'm never a fan of gripping it and ripping it. So, have a good afternoon, guys.